Alright, so I'm Jordan Jeske. I have my labs Wednesdays at 12, and today I'm going to be demoing lab 12, which is called the nano processor. So a little bit about the lab is I designed a nano processor that basically does simple functions like adding, subtracting, multiplying, and then also storing data in registers and being able to move data around the different parts of the circuit. And then it's made up of a multiplier, an adder, subtractor, 4 registers, an accumulator, which is also a register, and many TSBAs, and also a 7-segment display so that we can display whatever we're storing in our registers. And instead of having each register and each component being controlled by one input for each symbol, I created a control unit, which was a ROM, and it controlled the inputs. So inside the ROM, there's like a specific set of data that can be inputted, and a set will be outputted, and that will control which like flips are necessarily switched, and like it will know how to, if it's supposed to add or multiply or what. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and demo this, and first we're going to go ahead and load 4 into register 3. So in order to do that, we're going to go ahead and have all 4 of the inputs going into the control unit up, and then the next 2 are both going to be up, signifying register 3, and then the third one's going to be up to signify 4 as going in. And then in order to then we're going to go ahead and put the second bit on the input to the ROM down so we can go ahead and display it. And so it has 4 in register 3. And then we're going to go ahead and store 2 in register 2. Then we can go ahead and display that. So we're just going to go through it there and display it. Shows it's 2. And then we're going to go ahead and store 5 in register 3. So then we're going to have both of those bits up in order to signify it's going to register 3. And then we're going to see what's going on in register 3. And it's 5, just like we stored it. And then we're going to go ahead and move what's in register 1 to the accumulator. And in order to do that, we're going to put the first 2 down, and then we're going to go, since we're doing from register 2, we're going to go ahead and put that bit down, and then it doesn't matter what the last 4 are because it's not going. And then we can go ahead and show what is in register 2 by putting these 2 up, and that's showing what's in the accumulator. And so it says it's 2, and then we're going to go ahead and add R2 to whatever the accumulator is. So what the bits are for the input of the ROM is going to be 0, 1, 0, 1. And then since we're going to want to add R2, the next 2 bits are going to be 1, 0, and then again the last 4 switches don't matter since we're not loading anything from the keypad. And so that's going to go ahead and go. And then we're just going to go ahead and subtract right away. And so it's going to be 0, 1, 1, 0. And we're going to subtract R2. And so that means we're going to have 1, 0 for the register again, and then the last 4 don't matter. And so that went ahead and stored it for us. And then we can go ahead and look at the output of again. So we'll go and go there. And then we can go ahead and display it again. It's going to be 1, 0, 1, 0. And there we go. And that's our nano processor.